So hi everyone, thanks again for joining us today, and thank you Nitin for speaking. It's great to have you back at another event.
Thanks.
So Nitin Dora is coordinator at Bixby Bloor Neighborhood Center Employment Services and TIREC, mentoring partnership program for professional new immigrants holding valid PR and physically landed in GTA, as well as Canadians looking for work, assisting at 500 job seekers every year to finding work in their own field with over 70% success rate. He's a marketing professional with rich experience in the business, academic, and nonprofit sectors as well. Thanks again for joining us today, Nitin, and good luck with the presentation.
Thank you very much. So I see we are. I think there are. It's still just now. It's 3 o'clock. So I guess we are around 3 or 5 people now. If you can kindly let us know your first name and are you a newcomer or are you already in Canada? If you can, hi. I see some more people joining. So if you can just write your first name and in the chat box, and if whether you are a newcomer, so or you are already, I mean, are you already in GTA or you are still in your home country? If you can just let me know, then I will, cover both or cover more on that aspect depending on the majority we have. So do write your first name. Yeah. Yeah, just if you can keep it simple, and then I will talk more. If there are more people already in GTA, I will spend more time on that. If you are still in your home country, I'll talk about pre-arrival services a little bit more. So that will help me sort of balance. I have something for all of you, but I can spend more time if I know where you are from. So I'll wait a minute or two before we get started. Okay. Okay. I guess we have about 15 people by now, almost. So, okay, let me, start the presentation, and I'll talk about a few things, and then in the chat box, you can ask me a few things. So this session is basically, as I, understand for people who are already in GTA or those who are PR card holders, and due to the pandemic and the flight restrictions, you have yet to move to Canada. So these are a few things what you need to be thinking about, what you should come with, what you should leave behind, what is the ground reality here, what are the job prospects in the different sectors, what you have to do or what you should ideally do when you get here, and what a center like ours does. So our Dixie Bloor Neighborhood Center is a non-profit charitable organization. We help a lot of newcomers, and I will talk about our success rate, especially in settlement and employment. So we have a huge department for newcomers to help them settle down and to find employment. As you can see on the left hand side of this slide, we have various programs for families, seniors, youth, and then there are some community support programs. And we also have a big summer festival coming up in the last week of August. So you all are, it's a virtual event, so you are all welcome to attend that. You can visit our dixieblue.ca website and register for the event. It's a free event and you will be able to get detailed knowledge about all of these departments in our summer fest. So in our office, we have 4 employment consultants, Jingling, Maribeth, Jinmiao, and Priyanka, who will help you on a one-to-one counseling, a very intensive counseling for your job search. So any one of them will be your counselor. Jennifer is our program assistant and admin. She will help with the intake and registration in our program. Bibi Mohammed is our job developer or employer liaison, and I am the team lead and coordinator. So overall, we serve more than 1,000 clients every year, and we have a very good success rate. And especially Mississauga, which is in Peel region, sees a lot of newcomers, and we are one of the pioneer agencies delivering the TRIAC mentoring partnership, in which we connect newcomers in various professions with employed counterparts. So if you are a banker, let's say a retail banker, we will connect you with a retail banker who is employed here in RBC or TD Bank or any one of the 5 big banks, and that person will give you specific insider industry insights. So together with our employment consultants and a volunteer mentor and the various events that we do, you will get a lot of exposure to get your foot in the door. Okay. Let me see if you have any questions or anyone has introduced themselves so far. Yeah, hi. So if you can just write in your first name, whether you are in GTA right now or you are still in your home country. Okay, I will wait for that, and meanwhile I'll go back to the PowerPoint and let's see what we are able to help you with. So you see, even before the pandemic, it was hard to get a foot in the door, but now with COVID-19 and despite the double vaccination that people have gone through, more than 60-70% here, people are still stuck at home. The job market has shrunk. You might be in GTA, you are safe. You've not had COVID, but because you're not working, you're running out of money. Secondly, you don't want to expose yourself to working survival jobs or odd jobs because that's where the maximum risk or exposure is. You don't have Canadian experience. And now there are so many millions of Canadians who are unserved, who have Canadian experience, and they are competing with you for jobs while employers are struggling to regain lost ground, to regain their markets as well as regain their customers, you see. So there are a lot of challenges over and above finding a job. Even before the pandemic was hard, and now it's got a little bit more tougher and things are more virtual, and you have to get used to the virtual world in a very different way once you land in Canada. So ideally, new immigrants should know who you are competing with and what are the employer preferences. The other thing is what a new immigrant can benefit by. There are so many programs and services that have been designed and being delivered free for new immigrants. Also, there are low membership fees when you register at a regulatory body within 6 months of your arrival. Like if you're an engineer and you register at the with the Professional Engineers of Ontario, there is a lower fee as a newcomer. There are special initiatives like Career Edge, Career Bridge, special category in Ontario Public Service. There is extra help at the RBC Welcome Place. CIBC has an employee referral program. Plus, many employers have diversity and inclusion quotas. And also, because of the express entry, most of the immigrants I find who are coming now are well aligned with the demand here in Canada, and you are able to find a job much faster than the situation was 10 or 15 years ago. Okay, so you are if you have scored in the express entry and you got your PR card, this is a good time for you actually to get into Canada and get your foot in the door. So don't miss the chance. Every week I know and I meet people who are arriving. Some are arriving via Siberia, some via Mexico and various countries. So people who have done this actually have a head start over you if you are still in your home country and holding on to your PR card and waiting for things to settle down before coming. Okay, so how are you looking for a job? The way you look for a job, you see, is very important. Many people remain in their comfort zone, they don't move out of it, but there are a lot of new jobs being posted. And like Anna talked about the work from home jobs and different jobs or different type of jobs in the gig economy. So there are so many opportunities coming up. And are you getting noticed? Have you made your profile on LinkedIn and especially on Magnet Today? So Magnet Today is something which normally newcomers don't know about, but it's a very great I would say tool which you can use to attract employers to your profile and to connect with you. So that was developed by Ryerson University and it's doing amazing wonders for new immigrants. The second tip I would like to share with you is search smarter and not just harder. So ideally, what I find is newcomers either end up working in Amazon 40 hours a week because they need the money, and then they get so tired they are unable to go to any networking event or sort of really be there when the opportunity comes. Or we have an engineer who's working 40 hours at Tim Hortons and he still is in the intake stage, because when our office is open between 9 to 5, you see he's mostly sleeping because he's already worked different shifts and he has hardly any energy to look for a job. So don't make such mistakes. Divide your time into 3 parts. You can work 20 to 25 hours in a survival job, spend around 15 hours in quality job search. Don't machine gun your resume to hundreds of jobs every week. Just be selective, apply to 20-30 jobs in a week, but they have to be well targeted and focused with customized resume and customized cover letter. And spend some time, 1 day or maybe 1.5 day volunteering in a place that makes sense for you with your expertise skills. So when you do this, you get some local volunteer work experience and reference, which will really help you in your interviews. When somebody asks you, have you worked in Canada, you can say, I have been volunteering at so and so place. And the survival job keeps your bank balance a little bit healthy, and the 15 hours quality job search boosts your own self-esteem and self-confidence that you are doing something for a decision that you made to leave your home country, your well-paying job, your comfortable home, and to migrate to Canada. Okay, so do search smarter, not just harder. Register with a center like ours. That's the, I think, one of the smartest things you can do, because you get a proper job search assessment and an action plan which you follow, and we have experienced counselors who have at least 8 to 10 years counseling experience, who have counseled and helped so many, at least 100 newcomers on a one-to-one basis for the last 8 to 10 years, and they will help you develop a plan A and plan B. Plus we also have a job developer who connects with employers and finds opportunities. So don't miss out on this huge benefit that newcomers have. Then the fourth tip is sponge up information and use up all the free resources available. So Scott's Directory, many of you may not have heard of it, but it's the best database in Canada, and it will give you the name, phone number, email, LinkedIn profile of people working in the company that you wish to join, and you can connect with them, especially via LinkedIn, and establish informational interviews. And you don't need to dummy down your resume. I've seen PhDs showing they are only bachelors, or masters of XYZ showing they are a bachelor, just because they are unable to find a job in the right level and they want to start somewhere at entry level. So be specific about your skills, research the right employer and find them, and then connect with them, and make sure that people understand that you are serious about yourself. You see, that's when people wake up and listen to you. Fifth point that I would like to address is passing the duck test. So the idea is about the duck is, if you look like a duck, you talk like a duck, you walk like a duck, you're most likely to be a duck. So in this case, the duck means a Canadian or someone, a new immigrant who is competing with a Canadian. So you have to hone up and sharpen your soft skills and interview skills, because that's where I have seen many new immigrants have very high technical skills, but they lack the soft skills or the ability to do small talk, to interview well, to send a thank you note after the interview. So once you are able to grasp all these small niceties about giving interviews and informational interviews, networking and all, then that's when people will feel comfortable. We might give you one mentor, but that mentor has to feel comfortable in opening their Rolodex and giving you connections with 10 or 15 other people in your profession. They will only do that if you pass the duck test. Okay, so let me go back to the session and see. Yeah, hi. So I have a few intros from people. Hi, Pooja. So you're in Hamilton. You're from India, Gujarat. Okay, great. That's where I am from too, from Gujarat. So Mangali, so you're still in Johannesburg. Okay, great. Thank you. You completed accounting and working on CPA. That's good. Yeah, you're doing the right things, Pooja. So I see we have 25 people in this session. So guys, feel free to write your first name and just say where you are, if you're already in GTA or still in your home country. So that way, it helps me to sort of go and talk about some things that are more relevant. So I am sure many of you have not heard of PINS, but it's a professional immigrant network. That's the short form of PIN. Why it's important and why having a mentor is important, because there is a hidden job market which only your network connections can open up for you. So for example, there is an interior design firm who needs someone who can manage the office, set up interviews, do some account payable, account receivable, make some collection calls, polish up some flyers, greet people when they walk in, arrange, for the conference room to be ready. Basically, an office manager job, but with a little bit of accounting in it. And that designer asked me to find someone. So this is the hidden job market. This job is not yet advertised. There are, you can say, almost 60 to 70% jobs like this which are hidden, and only around 1/3, let's say 30 to 40% of jobs are actually advertised on Workopolis or Monster or Indeed or any other places that you know about. So your whole goal is to not only look at the tip of the iceberg, but to look at the real iceberg which is hidden under the water. And you can do that via asking people for informational interviews, by joining the center like ours, getting a mentor, and connecting with your own professional immigrant networks. But remember, do it when you are actually in Canada. Don't do it right now from your home country, because you don't want to be, shooting off all your nuclear missiles and get an opportunity and then say that, oh, I still have to travel to Canada. I am still in my home country. So, that person will not help you again. Believe me, that's how things work out here. I'm sure all of you are on LinkedIn, and I have our favorite Toronto Jobs leader, Mark. I have his LinkedIn out here, and he's very active on LinkedIn and so many social networking sites. He also posts, Facebook live videos on job search once a week, and he's out there. He's on social media. He's very professional. His profile is professional, and he keeps to the point. And he will wrap up his talk in 10 or 12 minutes, and give the best sort of output. So that's what you should be doing. So you have to make your LinkedIn profile, really polish it up very nicely. And we have at Dixie Blue, we have a volunteer, Carl Friesen, who will help you. He's an expert on LinkedIn. And once you join our center, we will connect you with him. We also have various other, programs and workshops, like on project management, Excel, and various other things, networking. And we have a networking session with Apotex. It's a pharmaceutical company that is coming up on August 25th. You're welcome to register for it. And you can also connect. We are having sessions with RBC and TD Bank, so Royal Bank of Canada and TD Bank. The tip number 8 I wanted to pass on to you is cast your net wide. So after your job goal and job title and your customized Canadian resume are ready, then only register with temp agency. So once you have worked with us, with our counselor and mentor, and you are ready, then only register with temp agencies, recruitment firms, and headhunters. Don't do that with your semi-finished home resume that you might be working right now. All this can be done very quickly in a week or two, so you don't lose any time, and yet it looks good. So that's what I'm saying. Don't fire any cannonballs till you are sure that the cannon that you have is working and in good order. Attend the virtual job fairs. do interview practice and polish your answers. I have come across so many newcomers and even Canadians who that they themselves know after giving their answer, they know they could have given a better answer. So you can only polish your answer by doing a mock interview, which our counselors will do with you. Okay. 1 second, I have to take this call. Just give me a minute. Hello. Yeah.
Hey, sorry. I don't know if you can hear me, but it looks like you're muted. It seems like you're muted on our end of things. I don't know if you can unmute on your end. There should be an option to unmute. The little microphone symbol at the bottom there.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Now it's working. Great.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks. Thank you, Pooja. Okay. Great. So could you hear me before in the slides, previous slides? Okay, no problem. So look in the right places. A lot of employers are going to be hiring now. Once CERB is over, people will stop getting that $2,000 from the federal government. And already we are receiving those targeted referrals from Service Canada, and we will be helping them to find a job. So we hope you will look for a job and find it before the huge wave hits you or hits the economy, because at that time it will be a buyer's market. So employers will be calling the shots. So currently it's the employees, it's a seller's market. So there are very few employees who are working and they are in great demand, but the tables will be turned in a month or two. So I hope you all find a job before that happens. And make sure, the last tip I wanted to share with you is, what are you wearing? So you have to always wear a smile, keep a positive attitude, be self-motivated, always dress for webinars or wherever you appear on video in the way you would dress for an interview. Avoid meeting or chatting too much with negative people and avoid negative discussions. Don't get carried away with all the negativity on Facebook or Twitter. I know that I see people in groups and forums asking questions and they get trolled, and it's so, just be careful what things you pick up and adopt and adapt the best of Canadian culture. Once you are here, be kind, be polite, wear a smile, and you are in one of the top 5 countries of the world, and all you have to do is keep your positive attitude, find a job in your own field, and then your life is made. So since I think we don't have anyone who are moving to Canada, I'll skip on a few other slides, and anyone remember who is looking for a job, I will put in the in the tab the place where you can send us your resume, and we can do the intake to help you find a job. So it's employmentservices@dixieblue.ca. So do you have any questions? I know we have a minute or two. So yeah, Pooja, you can send your resume to employmentservices@dixieblue.ca. But remember, we are not a recruitment firm. We need your resume, and then on the phone, we need your SIN number to register you and to make sure you are not registered anywhere else in the system, because we are just like Service Canada or Service Ontario. Our program is known as Employment Ontario, and just like Service Ontario, where you get your OHIP card or driver's license, here you get free employment counseling, but you have to register with your SIN number. Okay, and you have to be physically like present and living in Ontario, especially in the GTA in Peel region, in order to get our help. Okay, so we are not recruiters, we are not headhunters. We are a government funded employment program. It's very similar to Service Ontario, and it's a free program. Okay, I forgot to tell you. Thank you, Pooja. So it's a free program. It is at no cost to you. We also help employers who are hiring, and that is also a free service, because our the rent and salary and computers and all are being paid by the government. From where? From your money, from the work that you do and the taxes that you pay. The government takes a little portion and recycles it back to you via centers. So there are 434 centers like ours all over Ontario. And because Ontario is a very important province with a huge population, almost 1/3 that of Canada's. So there are the maximum benefits here in Ontario, and we will provide good and free service to you. Okay. So thank you all very much. If you have any questions, please type in the chat box, and I will be happy to answer. My email is nithind@dixieblue.ca. So Dixie Bloor is an intersection. There's Dixie Road and Bloor Street in Mississauga, and that's where our office is. Okay. So I hope you all got a little bit of tips from the session, and I thank all of you. Okay. See you.